the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight. A mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Number 38, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays.
Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Fields the punt. Makes a move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Jones to throw. Still looking. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Nice move to pick up yardage. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets it.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. Finds his man on the RPO. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. RPO complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
On the slant. Gain of 21 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Gators have it with a first and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. There he goes. He's got some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes Florida 14, Texas 7.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, Manning. Right side, it's Townsend. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Coleman's got it on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Manning. Time to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Manning to the air again. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he makes the extra point. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Pryor. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Jones wants to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught near the sticks. It's Smothers. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Turning it on. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On the option. Finding some room. Enough to move the chains. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in these games.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch Madness. Out wide right, it's Smothers. want to pick up the tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Quick give. It's Smothers. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught by Coleman. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing Manning. Got it behind the line. It's Smothers. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Here's Manning to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Sets his feet. It's Manning. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He's changing the play. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today.
They're backed up inside their own 20. Right side, it's Wingo. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you,
Going for it all. Snags it inside the 20. Lowers those pads. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They make the stop after the big passing play, but now the question is, will it stand? A huge play like that getting wiped out by a penalty. Is there anything that deflates a crowd quicker than that? And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. To throw, Manning. He's not afraid to go deep. He makes the catch. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Hart's going to spin it again. Rushes on. Finds his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Long way to go on 2nd down. Manning on play action. Buys time to his left. Left side is Wingo. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless.
Got it! Touchdown, Longhorn! That one will give them the lead. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the return, it's Abrams. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Rams him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making the adjustment. Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Manning to the air again. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him in his...
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Jones to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down to the air. Looking left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played three quarters. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! The defense putting points on the board. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. the offense.
That run altogether.
Got a little space. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Gets it into the end zone. This guy is so impressive, both with his ability to move, to buy time, to run, and then he'll kill you with his arm.
Unbelievable. He's just a freak. It's like he's playing a video game, and everybody else is trying to play real-life football. It's ridiculous to be that fast and still be a quarterback, still make plays down the field. It's just not fair.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Manning. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third and long right here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down. And
it's picked off for the third time today. There he goes. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Throws quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. To the air, it's Manning. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Just smothered on the play.
Brings up second down.